The Seattle Seahawks got a linebacker in Tyrice Knight who has looked really good on tape this season. And today we're going to analyze what this guy has shown up to this point. Against Arizona Cardinals, the guy had a monster day where he was one of the guys that kind of helped limit that explosive offense that the Arizona Cardinals have. And we're going to talk about what this guy has shown on tape that ultimately helped lead that. One of the biggest traits that Knight shows on tape is he's a guy that can sniff out the run, get in there, and ultimately get to the running back and make the play. You're going to see that Knight utilizes his long frame oftentimes to get off blocks. He's able to process well. He's able to get in between the tackles. He's able to help make plays like you see on this one. But this is nothing new if you guys have watched Knight's tape. Here's another play where this guy's going to read out the offensive line. He's going to see the pulling guard. He's going to get off the block of the offensive tackle. He's going to get in there and he's going to make the play. This one ends up picking up no yards. That's because Knight does a really good job recognizing this play. So you're going to see the center block down as well as the guard. At the same time, you're going to see the guard pull and lead. And Knight's going to recognize the down blocks as well as the puller. He's going to chase that down. He's going to get in there and he's going to end up making the play. This is one of his best abilities, right? It's to read offensive linemen, read the running back, be able to recognize these plays. And I think one of the things with Knight that sticks out to me is the guy definitely watches tape. And I think that's something you can see on tape because he's oftentimes calling these plays out. He's reading them. He's reacting super quickly. He's being able to fill his run fit, and he makes plays that are actually changing the game. Take this one here as an example. This is 3rd and 3, and you're ultimately going to stop this play for a gain of just 2 yards. You're going to essentially force the 4th down here, and Knight is a reason why this play ultimately does not pick up the yards that it needs. He's going to come downhill, and he's going to get in there, and he's going to be one of the guys that kind of makes the play. To me, this is such a nice job, and more than just coming downhill, you're going to see him get the hands into Harris Johnson here, and then look at him bench press Johnson. Look at him utilize the hands, really nice placement, creates the separation, gets off the block. And he's going to be one of the 2 or 3 guys that kind of gets in there and helps make the play. Just a really good job right there by Knight to be able to make a play when this team ultimately needs it to. If you guys watch the tape of the Seattle Seahawks on the defense side of the football, Knight is one of those guys that just flashes play in and play out. This guy's making plays on pretty much every single one of these run plays. And if he's not making the play, he's definitely doing something positive, right? He's pushing guys, he's chasing guys backside, he's resetting the line of scrimmage, or he's jumping a gap. But there's so many plays on tape where this guy's showing off that sideline to sideline ability. And here's one of those examples. And then here's another one. He's going to make a tackle on Devon Achane for a loss of 4 yards on this one. And again, it's just reading, recognizing, getting in there, and just making the play. Again, really good linebacker, has the instincts to be a full-time starting caliber player, has the instincts to blow plays up. And again, you can see that this guy watches tape because oftentimes he's calling things out before it happens. Like on this play here against the San Francisco 49ers, look at how quickly Knight's going to recognize the play. He's going to widen out, he's going to read it, and he's going to see it. And then more than that, he's going to avoid the block, right? It's the little things that this guy does on tape that I think sometimes go unnoticed. So this guy's going to recognize the play. He's going to start running that way before the wide receiver even gets the football. And you're going to see that the tight end here is going to try to block. And he's going to just straight up avoid the block here. To me, beautiful job to be able to kind of get around that. Now, he doesn't make the play on this one, but again, he recognizes and reads the play. On this next one, he's going to do a really good job being able to fight off the offensive lineman. He's going to utilize the hands. He's going to get them right into the left guard. Keep the left guard off of him, get in there and make the play. So again, just doing a really good job being able to read and recognize these plays, fight through the block, get off the block. And to me, it does not get better than this right here by a rookie linebacker in his very first NFL season. But another underrated aspect of Knight's game is his ability to play in pass coverage. Rather he's blitzing like you see on this one, he's going to be able to beat the offensive lineman and get to the quarterback. Or if he's playing coverage against the tight end, right? He does a really good job being able to stick close to guys and being able to either break passes up, just being sticky in coverage, generally speaking, and making it hard for a quarterback to get the ball out. On this one here, he's right on the hip of Trey McBride, and he's going to force this to be a bad pass, right? Because of the fact that he's right there in coverage, the quarterback has to throw this away from the linebacker where only the tight end can get it. And on this one here, it ultimately just ends up being too far. So again, just a really good job once again by Knight. You're going to see him once again do a great job on this one against McBride. Once again, just doing a good job in coverage, staying right on top of this tight end, getting the hands on him, and forcing the incomplete pass. Now, I want you guys to think about how hard this play is right here for Knight to be able to make, but he's going to make it. He's going to get Amon St. Brown run ultimately a whip in. And you're going to see Knight blow this play up. I mean, again, it's such a hard thing to do as a linebacker. To be able to stay with the wide receiver that runs a 4.4 40-yard dash and to not let this guy run away from you. That too, he doesn't end up getting faked out on this play. I mean, think about this play right here. The wide receiver is going to run a whip route, and it's essentially a fake whip because he ends up coming back towards the inside. And you can see that Tyrice Knight's going to just stay right on the hip, and he's going to blow it up. The play picks up like 2 to 3 yards, right? So again, just a really, really good job in coverage. In zone coverage, Knight also does a nice job doing what he's ultimately responsible within that zone coverage. He does a really good job if he has to get out into the flats. To get out into the flats like you see on this one, he's going to follow the running back out there. He's going to just stay right on the hip. And of course, on this one, the quarterback's going to kind of just throw it away. But he does a good job doing exactly what is asked for from him within his job, right? He does a good job being able to stay within that. Does a good job getting to the guy with the football, making the tackle. On this one here, he's going to end up having the running back who's coming out on what looks like a choice route. He's going to do a good job being able to stay within that as well. The pressure gets home. The pass once again falls incomplete. So again, Knight's doing a really, really good job. If he's in man coverage or if he's in zone coverage, he's getting to his drops. He's taking away some of the reads that the quarterback might actually end up having. So again, to me, just a really, really good job for a young player. And literally his very first action in the NFL. Now, of course, he'll have to continue to develop the pass coverage aspect of his game. I think pass coverage is always one of those things that oftentimes is underrated, right? I think most average fan does not recognize good coverage linebackers from the bad ones. It's hard to tell, right? Unless the guy's getting multiple interceptions or he's making multiple pass breakups and those type of things. But when you watch Knight's tape, there's definitely upside there, right? He's definitely doing his job. He's taking away the guys he ultimately should be. But I also do want to talk about one other thing. The most underrated aspect of his ability in coverage is really just to come off the side and blitz the quarterback, generate pressure as you see on this one. Or as you're going to see on this one here, he's going to blitz the quarterback. He's going to jump the A-gap, go right through the running back. And he's going to get a hit on the quarterback. Just a really, really good job. I think Tyrice Knight is a guy you're going to have to keep an eye on as you go forward. The guy has so much upside. He has so much potential. And there's a real chance that Knight actually does end up becoming one of the best inside linebackers in the NFL. And yes, that's predicting a little bit, right? We don't really know what he'll develop into. But sometimes you can just see the upside with a certain guy. And with Knight, that's definitely what you're kind of seeing, right? You're seeing that upside. You're seeing him get after the quarterback. You're seeing him be able to make multiple positive, impactful plays, right? To me, this is one of those guys to keep an eye on. Really, really like his tape. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was obviously a quick one, but I did want to talk about Knight because the guy definitely has shown so much upside on tape. And to be a rookie and to kind of be able to do what he's doing is very impressive if you guys ask me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please consider subscribing. We're obviously covering the Seattle Seahawks on this channel. We'll be doing weekly content going forward. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.